Hello everyone and welcome back to this brand new video. Now for today we're going to be playing Arclight Pheonix. Arclight Pheonix is one of my favorite cards. When I was first introduced, my friend pulled the foil one and I kept begging him to trade it with me. But he was smart enough not to, and it gained a lot of value before the Faithful Suiting burn. Good old days in Modern when Faithful Suiting was legal. Now I keep trying to make Arclight Pheonix work in every format because I'm not over the Modern ban. And I tried to make it work in Pioneer. It was a thing when it first was announced, and now we're going to be trying to make it a thing in Standard, and probably Friday we're going to be trying to make it a thing on stream, so make sure to watch my stream this Friday. I will leave the link in the description down below. Alright, so what is this deck trying to do? Now the main problem that I faced with Standard Arclight Pheonix is that the deck usually runs out of value pretty quickly, and the new cards that were announced in Core Set 2021 might help us, mainly Frantic Inventory, because this card just gets better the longer the game gets, and See the Truth. Now how do we abuse the part of See the Truth, and what is See the Truth? So See the Truth is a sorcery speed Anticipate, but the good thing about the card is that if it's cast from the graveyard, it's simply 2 mana, just draw 3. And how do we make sure that we can, first of all, get it into the graveyard? We have cards like Cathartic Reunion, we have Radical Idea, that's an Third of Possibility. These are all good ways to either pitch our See the Truth or pitch our Arclight Pheonix to the graveyard. But how do we cast See the Truth from the graveyard? We cast it using Finale of Promise. Finale of Promise is very good on an Arclight Pheonix deck. The main reason is that it's if you Finale of Promise for 4 mana, that's 3 spells. Why? Because you cast Finale of Promise and then you cast an instant and a sorcery. These are 3 spells and you get your Phoenix on the field. So besides that, what is the deck trying to do? Because we kind of can, for example, play Radical Idea and then not do anything else, because sometimes you would not play your other Radical Idea from the graveyard, you would want to keep it. You can sometimes play Radical Idea, play any other 2 mana spell, and then just play Stormwing Entity. That's a very good card and a very good addition to this deck. It's also a good way for us to kind of deal some damage in the air, and then Arclight Pheonix comes out of nowhere and closes out the game. Shock is here because we need a lot of we need some 1 mana spells just to make our Finale of Promise more efficient. Opt is here because it just cantrips, and you need cantrips in an Arclight Pheonix deck to cast 3 spells. Besides that, the deck is pretty linear when it comes to the rest of the cards. Scorching Dragonfire is an essential removal piece. Now Goblin Electromancer hopefully will help us spam as many spells as possible in 1 turn, although people usually kill him the turn he appears, and sadly in this meta there is Mystical Dispute and Aether Gust, so I'm not too optimistic about him sticking, but that's pretty much it. Now before we get into our games, I would like to ask you to please subscribe because it helps the channel a lot. If you want to help the channel beyond that point, you can check out my Patreon link in the description down below, and with that I'll see you in the games. Going into our first game of Arclight Pheonix, or Stormwing Pheonix, whatever I called the deck. Now that's not obviously a hand you want to keep, because if you look really good at your hand you only have 1 land, and that's not something that you want. This is a way better hand, and I guess we can bottom the Storming Entity. I guess we do that, and then we wish and hope that we draw a 3rd land. Guess that's the best spot we can be in. So opponent has Golden Egg. Now Golden Egg reminds me of the days where Doom Foretold was a thing. Alright, so opponent's playing something cool. I'm glad we're playing against something cool and not some generic meta deck. So no Doom Foretold, unless he has this to sacrifice to Doom Foretold, which is actually something that you could do. A Johnny's Pridemate. That's not what I expected from this deck, to be very honest. Now the question is, do we want to deal with this or do we want to wait? I guess we don't deal with this, just because I can play Electromancer and the next turn Scorching Dragonfire this probably, and then we can have a Storming Entity on the field, which is way better than me just not doing anything. I guess that's the play. So next turn Scorching Dragonfire this. Cruel Cerebrant is fine with me. And I guess if you block here, I'm gonna block just to bait something out. Alright, nothing that gets baited. This is just simply going to grow more and more and more, but Arclight Pheonix should be enough to deal with this whole thing. We can just keep on chump blocking forever. Okay, so we're going to Scorching Dragonfire this, and then we're going to play Stormwing Entity. And I guess we can safely attack with our Goblin Electromancer. I'm gonna bottom the land. I'm gonna definitely keep the Third of Possibility because it pairs very well with our Arclight Pheonix that's in our hand. So if we draw into any sorcery, we can Finale of Promise, get back 1 Arclight Pheonix, although I'd rather probably draw more. He's considering what to do. Probably not gonna block this, because if he has a combat trick, it's a big blowout. Yeah, no blocks, sure. we can afford to take 5. Fiend Artisan is actually cool because you can sacrifice it to get an Archfiend Vessel. Does that force me to deal with it? Because I don't think it forces me to deal with it. I guess we can wait. So I just do this. See the Truth is insane because now, in the rare case where we draw now an opt or something, alright, we didn't draw an opt, but this is just as good. We drew a storming entity. Okay, so now next turn, what we can do, I don't know why I put a stop here. Next turn, what we can do is we can basically play the Finale of Promise for 2, and now we can get back our Seed of Truth, we can get back our Scorching Dragonfire, kill things, do stuff. I guess I want to keep the Thrill of Possibility and the opt. I guess we want the Thrill of Possibility, so I'm gonna keep it on top. We want it for future turns, basically. So I'm not going to attack, I'm gonna wait. And we're probably gonna chump block with the Goblin Electromancer because it doesn't seem like we need it, honestly. At least at this stage. So I really want to see how he gets this back. Is it just with like... Is it with Luris, or do you have any other way of getting it? Because like, I can deal with a 5/5 demon, but I'd much rather not. Obviously, like this is like very casual logic. I don't want to deal with other things. Alright, sure. So what does he get for 3 mana? Luris? Please get Luris. Please get Luris, because now we can just Scorching Dragonfire Luris, get rid of that problem. Opponent, what is the play? Alright, Luris is completely fine. Just, he played a land for turn, right? He did not play a land for turn. Luris is not okay. Scrap everything I said. Luris is not okay. Oh, a black source. Why am I not surprised? Oh, we get a 5/5 demon. Yeah, this is seeming like a game that's annoying to say the least. Now the question is, am I that afraid of this? I guess not. I guess we just block with everything here. And even if he kills one of my storming, if he kills both of my storming entities, I'm bothered, but it's okay. I think he just wants to kill the Electromancer because it's giving me mana discount. Alright, so that's I think the best spot I could be in. So we can Finale of Promise for 2. We can get back Scorching Dragonfire. We can get back See the Truth. So auto pay doesn't really matter. Now we can just Scorching Dragonfire this Luris. And we can See the Truth, draw a bunch of cards, set up for the future, and we get back an Arclight Pheonix to chump block this for the turns to come. So that's, I guess, the best thing that we could do currently. And now we have Radical Idea to get back once more the Arclight Pheonix, because Goblin Electromancer into Thrill of Possibility into Radical Idea should be enough. Maybe I should have attacked with this, maybe not, because I'm considering double blocking the demon and then killing it, because he has like 2 cards in hand. I don't think he has that many things to do. Yeah, never mind, he has things to do. Yeah, I'm still gonna double block actually, because like he gets a 2/2, but I mean we trade and then I can get this back, so like that's fine. Opponent has a very interesting deck to say the least. Alright, so is this enough, opponent? Can we please like go back to my turn, let me do things, not extend your board even more, please? I mean, I did say please, opponent. Alright, so that's fine. That's actually fine. I'm gonna Goblin Electromancer first, then I'm gonna Radical Idea, try to draw into a Phoenix. That actually worked, alright. Thrill of Possibility, pitch our Phoenix. And now we can Scorching Dragonfire something next turn, or we could Radical Idea, pitch a Phoenix, and now we have 3 Phoenixes on the field. Alright. I really love this deck. I honestly love playing instants and sorceries, and just getting a payoff for doing all of that simply warms my heart. So we're gonna keep them behind the block, and then next turn we're actually going to start being a bit aggressive. Alright, that's fine. Doesn't have that many ways to draw cards. Actually, this is very annoying with like the Lieutenant, just because he can just put counters on things, I kill them and then he gets them back. That's not something that I want to see, but it's gonna be fine. You have to believe in the power of Arclight Pheonix. You believe in the power of Arclight Pheonix. Sure, I guess we can trade. I mean, I'm sure he's gonna give it lifelink and then pump something, but like, what other choice do I have currently? I mean, if I don't block, he does the same thing, but he just deals the damage to my face. Probably puts it on the Lieutenant, right? Alright, it's fine with me. Fine with me. Temple of Epiphany is a good top deck. Bottom the land. I'm pretty sure we can start with Radical Idea safely. And then I think we continue with an opt because we try to hit a phoenix, so we can discard it. Frantic Inventory is a good card because now we can frantic inventory. Now we draw one, which is not something we wanted to draw. I guess we can thrill of possibility discard our island. And now we have see the truth for the future, but I guess the play now is to attack with our phoenix. Let's just keep one aside, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's the plan. If he attacks with this, we can block Scorching Dragon Fire, so that's enough for me. I guess we just pass. So if opponent attacks with his lieutenant, we block Scorching Dragon Fire after combat step, or after damages. Actually, it's after combat step, or like after damage, but before the whole Helio trigger happens. So let's just block. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's just block. And then he gives it lifelink. He does not even give it lifelink. Okay. Don't know what he needs his mana for. Does he actually sacrifice it? What could he get? That's the question. If he sacrifices it, he gets something for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. He can get something for 5 mana. Think he goes for 3. Gonna kill. Never mind. Yeah, the sacrifice. This already went to graveyard, so we can't kill the Fiend Artisan. What does he get for 3? Another Luris. Luris get back Pridemate. Is that the play? Guess that's an option. Feels very good to just Scorching Dragon Fire this Luris once again. Luris, how many times do I have to kill you before you accept the fact that you're dead? Let's just Scorching Dragon Fire this Luris. I don't want to see that. And now next turn we can kind of try to go off. Okay, sure, you can scry. He's at 18 life, so it's not gonna be that easy to kill him. Now we get Finale of Promise. So if we can try to dig into our last Phoenix, we can get them all back. That we did not dig for the Phoenix. Let's try to dig for the Phoenix now. Does that happen? That's not a Phoenix, but I mean it's the best thing we can get. We can play a land, play our Goblin Electromancer. We can Radical Idea, pitch our last Electromancer. That's not the best card, but it's fine. Now we can Finale of Promise for 2. We can get back Scorching Dragonfire, and we can get back See the Truth. We can Dragonfire this Fiend Artisan, and we can See the Truth, get some card advantage. Okay, that's good. Now, double Frantic Inventory is insane, and that's enough for our opponent. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this content, please do consider subscribing because it helps the channel a lot. Sorry I did not get to give you all of my Arclight Phoenixes come back from the graveyard, but I mean, opponents simply saw enough. See the Truth actually performed pretty well. Before signing off, I would like to thank my patrons because they are the ones making my content possible, and a special shout out to I am Mark Mac. And with that, I'll see you guys next time.